Hey everybody, you are Supreme Toys here again with another DC Superpowers McFarlane Toys review. This time we're looking at Wonder Woman. I don't know how I feel about this Wonder Woman. Again, these are $10 figures. It's not that big a deal. I don't know, this design just, it feels like they weren't sure what they were trying to go for. Maybe someone can pinpoint the exact time frame of this costume. But I feel like this costume is like an amalgamation of multiple eras, specifically the early 2000s and the late 2000s. Because as you can see from the artwork, they have the more modern version of Wonder Woman, and there's a lot of similarities. There are definitely some differences between the art style and the figure, as this one has the star-spangled shorts and this one has the skirt. Perhaps they chose to do the shorts for sculpting issues. They couldn't figure out a way to sculpt the figure at the price point they wanted to get it at. But she does come with a cape, which is more reminiscent with the 2010s Wonder Woman. Let's take a look at the backer card. Again, same cross-sell, nothing new. Got her bio here. Wonder Woman! Wonder Woman has come to represent the possibility and potential of life without war, hate, or violence, and she is a beacon of hope to all who find themselves in need. She stands as an equal among the most powerful superheroes, with a sense of purpose to protect the world from injustice in all forms. Yay! Now, I'm a pretty substantial Wonder Woman fan. I specifically went on a big Wonder Woman kick after Gal Gadot represented the character. So I'm always happy to get a new Wonder Woman figure in. And this one's not bad looking for the price point. Now, I can't think of anything else of note with the packaging, so let's go ahead and pop her out. Oh, it's so sad he tore up the backer card. What a monster. Alright. Throw this packaging away. Now, her cape is pushed through this little slot in the back of the bubble, so be careful in taking her out. Alright, let's get in here and get a quick look at this face sculpt. Now, the face isn't too bad. It kind of reminds me of old Kenner sculpts for the female figures they used to do all the time. It doesn't look bad. The paint is very light, though, but it gets the job done. The hair is sculpted pretty nicely for, the price point. I've seen worse hair on more expensive figures. The hair is glued into place, and surprisingly, there is some head articulation. She can at least look left to right. As every other figure in the line, she has her shoulder swivels, her hip, and ratcheted knees. She can get a nice 90-degree on the knees. That's pretty good. I can see that they did what they can to make sure there's clearance between the thigh gap and the actual pelvis, so hopefully over time there won't be too much paint rub so that you knock the stars or the blue paint off the pelvis. As you can see with the armor, it does have that like lined sculpting in it like the more modern costume has, and it looks pretty good. Like, it's just shallow enough that you don't really see it from a distance. It doesn't continue very much over to the back. You can sort of see light lines. It's sort of like they just decided to, not give as much detail on the back part. But the stars do continue around the back. There is some gold painted on the boots. Not much, just a little line and a little kneecap. Nothing painted anywhere else. Peg holes, the boots are painted red. She's got her arm bracelets and the more larger modern armbands that she has. Wonder Woman has gone through an array of evolutions with her costumes over the past 80 years. So she went from just little tiny bracelets to now they're just like gauntlets of some type. She has this cape. A lot of people complained about the cheapness of the Batman and Superman capes, and I feel like this kind of feels just a little bit better. It seems thinner, and it's not as wonky. They did not put a hole through it, so if you're worried about there being a little tab holding it in, they did not do that this time. They listened to complaints, and they didn't do that. Now, as far as it being removable, let's see. I don't know how I'd get it out. I don't know how I'd get it back on if I pull it out from the back of her neck. Maybe it's just tucked into place. No, there's a clip on there, but I don't know. I feel like the cape's kind of wonky looking, especially from the front, because it sort of like just drapes over her shoulders like she's got a blanket on her back. Yeah, I can't, because of the hair, I can't really see any good way to get the cape off without trouble of getting it back on. So I'm not going to bother. I'm fine with it as it is, but it will clip out. If you wanted to, you could probably just tug it and pull it off. Keep in mind, this is somewhat of a flimsy, cheap cape. I mean, don't do anything that's going to tear it. I love the sparkly on the back. I do have one complaint, and that is she did not come with her signature whip. Wonder Woman has been known to carry both her whip and a sword at times, so I would have at least have liked to have gotten her whip. It didn't need to actually be a whip. It could have just been rolled up, something that she could have held in her hand. That would have been fine for me. She does not want to stand. She has thinner feet than other people, so you're not going to really get any good poses that, other than straight, that she can stand. I don't know what the motive is behind the thigh width. She definitely kind of stands out as far as like her legs kind of spread outward, whereas somebody like Deathstroke is standing straight up. But, you know, it is what it is. I think it looks good. $10 isn't bad for a Wonder Woman figure of this caliber, I don't think. Which is a shame, because there would have been years ago that this would have been a $3 to $5 figure. Again, they did not paint the star on her tiara. I wish they would have done this, at least painted the star, but then they would have probably just made it sloppy, so it's okay. I'm happy with it. I like Wonder Woman. I hope they make her invisible jet. Just a clear, translucent jet for her to sit in with foldable wings so it can sit on the shelf, and hopefully the cockpit doesn't shatter into a million pieces. Anyway, this has been an unboxing and review of McFarlane Toys DC Superpowers Wonder Woman action figure, and I am UR Supreme Toys. Thank you so much for watching.